identity here that we're seeing, and hopefully it works out for them as we enter back into the Land of Dawn here for game number 1. Already quick rotations here coming in from Rossi, trying to take that lethal away, and it is actually going to go into the hands of Boy here in the first few moments of the game.
Oh, looking at the emblems here for both of the teams, the Brave Smite is going to be the choice for the Claude. Something we can take note of. If you're in a losing lane on the Claude, the Brave Smite gives you much more value than the Quantum Charge. And that's what Alter Ego are trying to utilize now with Nino in the losing lane.
Oh, let's see. Dark Knight falls. Oh, Rossi taking a lot of heat there. Forced to use the flicker, but it is EVOS fail to find their first blood.
This is a very different Hellcurt than what we saw from EVOS, from Taz themselves, right? They utilized it yesterday. Earlier on, Taz was a lot more passive. He was just farming, but on Boy, he's a lot more active, trying to get that pick. He doesn't naturally get it, but it does kind of hint at the slower rotations here coming in from EVOS in the first few minutes of the game.
And there's another big difference from the Boy Hellcurt and the Taz Hellcurt. Taz went for a Quantum Charge, giving him more mobility and more ways to enter in a team fight, the way he angles himself in a flank. But now with Lethal Ignition, Boy is really just banking on the fact that Alter Ego can nail someone down for him to get the burst out.
Let's see here the turtle take though. No Dark Knight falls just yet. Oh, there you go. Will be popped. Turtle will be secured by Boy with the steal. Wow. And now let's take a look at Taz combined with the hard guard now jumping in on towards Spy though. Not enough damage just yet. Again, EVOS and Alter Ego, no first blood just yet.
Oh, but Boy getting that turtle finally. Was he not on one of the lowest numbers or levels of most secure turtles and just objectives in general? The fact that he was able to get that away, was he a level ahead?
Nope, they were both level 4.
All right, so he got level 5 after he got the turtle.
Yes. They were both level 4, but you got to remember, right? This is what the dive comp actually does so well. Rossi was able to just use that shield unity, the Tempest of Blaze was used, and then Pi went in as well with Hellcurt. So they all went in together. That dive creates so much chaos, and you can see that even Taz, a guy who's so controlled, cold, he flinched a bit when all that dive came into him, had a hard guard to help, and this is what you need to do against a systematic team. Against EVOS Legends, it almost seems like Alter Ego with Rossi. They're a team that was made, or a team that has a good style up against EVOS. It's very similar to RSG, SG, and MSC 2023. How they were able to completely destroy EVOS was because they were so chaotic. Alpha Jungle, Badang, XP, things you haven't seen before.
I mean, you make a good point here. I think now EVOS Legends, they're starting to sweat just a little bit. They're not really sure, and they weren't banking on that kind of rotation, perhaps coming in from Alter Ego, that the Baxia and the Hellcurt could actually afford them.
Whoa!
And looking at this, Talon's prediction, it's very interesting. Oh, but wait a minute, Dreams.
Oh, he forced to use the flicker early. Udil, though, with the Feathered Airstrike, will claim first blood for the 3 masks.
Why'd you go for EVOS alone? Hey, did you read that? Was that the prediction read, Eterna?
Yeah.
Okay, let's ask him now. I didn't know.
You know what? Looking sure. Despite all that, I feel like Taz and as well as Angela is a lot to, it's a lot to cover from the side of Alter Ego. Can they really counter the split push potential coming from the side of EVOS Legends later on? And let's not forget, late game, Leslie, true damage. Can you hold that damage off?
We'll see. I feel like that's Boy's job later on with the flanks, but here we are, already some punishment.
Silence comes in, Grants gets taken out. Take a look at Taz though, he enters the back line on towards Taz. Is it enough? Let's see. Tempest of Blade pops as well. Kijume there to give cover and real world collision. Oh my god, no casualties for the side of Alter Ego. That's a dub for them, their side.
4 blades, and Alter Ego were just able to maneuver out of that. EVOS Legends now trying to look for that punish, but that Brave Smite giving Nino enough sustain.
Let's see, Blazing Duet just to clear the minions. And that's it.
Did you see him just instantly heal back?
Brave Smite.
Brave Smite. Oh, okay. So there you go. And it was crazy, right? Because EVOS Legends, Taz Taz on the lane is always something, it's always a sight to behold. He's usually able to at least get 1 or 2 kills, and the fact that Alter Ego were able to mobilize around his skills was insane. It was a huge dub here for Alter Ego in the first few minutes of the game. Teleboy goes in, Dream still able to get out with that flicker. That is going to be a resource wasted right before Alter Ego collapsed on the neutral objective, which is that turtle.
Interesting choice by Alter Ego not to completely just rush the turtle, and it's going to work for them because Fluffy and Taz are now back up. Orange buff being taken up top, and one thing I do want to say is Pi on this Lapu is a menace.
Forcing Taz to use that Tempest of Blade. Rossi crashes with the shield unity though. Take a look at the damage now given towards Rossi. Low HP now with the help of the hard guard. Rossi can't escape. He gets taken out as, take a look at the turtle, untouched. So it's a big dub for the White Tigers.
Yeah, it's going just back and forth here with Rossi taken out, and they weren't able to even secure the turtle, sorry. And it looks like now Taz is going to be able to be guaranteed the space to go for it, but I think it's too risky. Teleboy, Udil, they're actually going for it here.
And it's a very strange kind of trade that all happened to Alter Ego. It was a very delayed, wait, 50-50, Gani.
Oh, Taz showing who's boss.
Wait.
He had there's no logic to that. Taz just outskilled Teleboy. Helkert would have a big advantage. He had a stinger.
Skill. Exactly.
Wow.
Right there is on the mid side. A Dream gets taken out. Let's see. Silence comes through. Hijume forced to use the flicker as a defensive maneuver. Tempest of Blade, the mid side popped as well, but nothing more. So that's a kill for Alter Ego.
Yeah, soak it in, Eternite. I'm quite speechless myself.
He literally just stood on the wall, retreated, and was able to get it. No skill, no nothing, not even attempts of blades or anything. Oh man, that must hurt being Teleboy, but at least they were able to trade it back with a kill over. And in addition to that, Nino going to be able to chunk most of that HP, even get that turret away. As Bronze, he needs to be careful here with Nino already at level 4.
Yeah, I have to say here in this matchup, with the Brace Might, it actually gives Claude more power. You would expect Leslie to completely bully Claude, but in the matchups that I have played, every Leslie who I've faced, and I'm not a good Claude, right? I've stomped. Literally, the Claude is so good up against this matchup now. With a Quantum Charge, you still need to, you need to really maneuver around that Quantum Charge with the mobility, but with the Brace Might, you just take the damage, soak it back in, clear the wave, and Leslie falls to heroes who can clear the wave fast. Nino took that turret, I think it's proof, and in the XP lane matchup, getting Pai this Lapu is actually pretty genius, right? Level 1 to 3, it's still Paquito favored, but once you get level 4, I think that you can say this for any Lapu matchup. Lapu dominates after Bravest Fighter.
Yeah, I mean, he dominates for sure. And looking at the situation right now, Alter Ego, Dreams has the fleeting time, so let's see here. With that fleeting time, will it come into clutch?
Hopefully, right? Because right now, EVOS, they're behind 1,000 gold. And the fact is, in the early game, to add on to that, right? I think Bronze needs a little bit more items as well to be able to out-dish the damage compared to the sustain coming in from Nino as well. But here it is, Rossi already zoning it out.
Oh, Dark Knight falls. Teleboy responds with a good retribution himself. Placing the way to the backside towards Hijume. Hijume has no spells. He gets taken out. There you go. Flicker has been used, but he gets taken out. So that's again Alter Ego with the huge trade on the board.
Huge 1-0, 2-0 you can even say. He gets a kill and an objective, and he's able to punish Hijume on his comfort hero. A 2,300 gold lead here for Alter Ego, and it looks like finally the answer has always just been fall back to what you know. Fall back to what works for you.
That's what worked for them in Season 11. Third place isn't an easy task, and Alter Ego were able to do that with this lineup, not with the new addition. Let's take a look at the in-game equipment by Dunia Games. That 1,000 gold lead for the Claude speaks volumes. Already the golden staff in the 8th minute of the game, building to a corrosion site. He doesn't even need to win a nature. See, when you're up against a Leslie, you can just focus on full damage, but because you don't need that defense. You're all good, G. He does true damage, and now Nino versus the world.
Oh, let's see, 4v2.
Wait, what?
Dreams, what? Okay, hard guard and Udil on the other side of the map gets taken out. Alter Ego needs to be slow, needs to control his tempo though. They want the mid. Let's see, EVOS Legends will be able to clear the wave just now. Will there be an engage? Real World Relation popped onto it still. Teleboy caught. Oh, take a look at the damage from Fluffy. Finding one. Bronze finds one as well, as that's a huge dub for the White Tigers.
0-4-3 trade. EVOS always being able to find opportunities to punish their enemies. I thought it was a huge commitment just to take down Udil, but how it was able to collapse on one another, the way that they didn't have the high ground and the damage coming in from Udil was just the opening that EVOS needed to punish and take Pi as well as Boy down.
When you have a player like Taz, a mechanical genius who knows his limits, even the team just corrals around him. That hard guard from Dreams, he knew that even if he dies, it's going to be worth it. Taz will get a kill and he will live.
Oh, Feather Airstrike near on towards Hijume. Oh my god, he mispositioned himself again, Hijume. That's a huge member to be taken care of now, Fluffy. What will he do? Bravest Fighter. Oh, he will not survive this time. Pi with the Bravest Fighter. Good skill resource. Taz, with the help of Card Guard, now jumps in. Is this the white move? Dark Knight Falls. Tempest Falls. Finds Nino. Wow, and that puts Alter Ego back off.
Taz is literally 1v5 with a hard guard, so it's 2v5, but it's just Taz. He's controlling these team fights. He's out classing Alter Ego all alone. My goodness.
It's insane what he's able to achieve. If he didn't have those skills, this would be super different. Alter Ego would still claim control, and look at how everything just instantly shifted. It's going to be a... Oh, Rasi though. It looks like he's opening up vision. I don't think they want to let this go. Helkert, Nino, Boy, they're all here.
Yeah, no Dark Knight Falls though. Now Boy in the backside received a lot of damage, but he will survive. Taz! Low HP gets taken now by Pi. Now Alter Ego with the collapse, finding 3 members of the White Tigers. Runs in trouble, but no, he survives. It's a 5v2. No way EVOS Legends will contest this Lord.
I don't know. It looks like they're kind of close here. Boy is really low as well. Fluffy already opening up the map, and he sees that fact. Is he going to go for a miracle play?
Well, he wants to go for it, but I don't think it'll work out here. Boy just picks it up, and when have you seen this? I'm a very firm believer of there's no way one guy can just carry a team, but so far for EVOS Legends in this game, it's all just been Taz. Literally, if Taz falls, if Taz doesn't perform, if Taz gets soloed, it's done. EVOS Legends have nothing in their arsenal to fight back. Maybe because it's still the 11th minute of the game and Brands has not hit that item power spike. He's still waiting, and he's taking his time. Berserker's Fury and Endless Battle built up onto a BOD. His first one. That will be his first major power spike in the game, but it might be too late with the onslaught of dive coming in from Alter Ego.
Let's give everyone... Oh, what? Nino?
Weight of Nature. Oh, he's at the backside now. He will be taken out. That's a huge blunder. Take a look at Taz. 1v1 with the hard guard. Taz finds the solo. On towards Boy.
A 0-4-2 trade just like that. Traded back in Alter Ego. Before that, they were leading with 2,000, 2,000+ gold lead. And EVOS, they instantly take it back. What I really wanted to say was to give everyone else credit from the side of EVOS Legends. Alter Ego, they have CC, but they don't have a lockdown CC, quote-unquote, for Taz, where everyone else might be having a really difficult time going against the Bravest Fighter and Rasi coming in as well. But the fact is, with what we saw earlier on, again, Taz, he's a machine.
He really is, man. That crisp, clean communication with himself. Honestly, the way his instincts works with his body together to be able to just perform these spectacular plays. All the plays that have gone EVOS Legends' way, all the team fights which have gone EVOS Legends' way, has been started, initiated, and carried by Taz. Now let's take a look at the itemization. That BOD finally built, and this is the power spike. Now the Claude will start to fall off compared to the Leslie, who can deal damage much more freely and can actually punish Nino if he jumps a bit too aggressively. And looking at Taz, no wonder he's such a menace. That farm all the way from the early game, despite not getting most of the turtles, it's still a 2,000 gold difference between the two junglers, and he's already on the way to that Malefic Roar. I don't know if it's going to be a Malefic Roar or a BOD. That's how confident I think he is right now. There's not really a lot of frontliners that he wants to target anyway, so if he does go for BOD, then Nino and Udil will be in some big trouble.
Yeah, you can even see some respect coming out from Udil, right? Already with the steel leg plates earlier on. A peculiar item that a Farsa would actually secure. But he needs to respect that damage. He needs to respect Taz. We saw earlier on that Udil, the only death that he received was because of the dive coming in from Taz, and he understands that. Let's see how this works out, because 16 seconds are left on the clock. It looks like EVOS because if they have the lane, like you mentioned earlier on, Agani, they are going to be able to split the map a little bit quicker. And I don't think Rossi, because he's building a lot of defense, he can actually be the one to clear those side lanes.
Yeah, no, and this is the thing, right? Minute 14, Leslie will also collect his items towards the full items, and again, that true damage, I don't think Rossi even can withstand the damage from Leslie.
No, I don't think he can. It's getting to a point of the game where, like you mentioned, Gani, EVOS Legends have found their power spike. Now it turns around completely. That early game into mid-game. That's where Alter Ego can look for the end. Now with Wind of Nature built as well for Brands, Nino's power has been completely reduced now to just a shallow form of his previous mid-game self. Now it's in the late game, and man, I don't know. I'm looking at the ways Nino can actually engage. Oh, it's a Malefic Roar, so no BOD. He still respects the physical defense coming in from the rest of the Alter Ego members.
Let's see here, again, looking at the damage that Alter Ego can bring. Will they come into a fight here? Taz already, jumping in with the pinch boys towards Selly Boy, that's a mistake! Farsa is there to burst you down, and Taz now, without their jungler, Alter Ego will pull the trigger. Rossi though, quite low, placing Duet towards the front side. He's low as well. Let's see here. EVOS, they might look and force Alter Ego to back away. They did. They did.
They can't go for it, right? Bronze is still alive despite them not holding that retribution. Alter Ego, they were so low. It only takes one shot coming in from Brands, especially now we're entering the 60 minute to take them down. They can't go for it. It's going to be another reset on the Lord.
And now you're seeing the Twilight Armor is being built up. Alter Ego, like you mentioned, they are able to win out in the trade, but they lose out so many of their resources. Nino was low, Selly Boy was low, and they were forced to just back away. It was only Pi and Rossi who had full HP. Taz, though, that was a big mistake. Luckily for him, it's in the late game, where even if he dies, there's still Brands, who has finally hit that power spike. But now with the Twilight Armors coming together for Alter Ego, they'll have an answer to that burst from Brands. Now it gets really dangerous for Brands, because look at Rossi and look at Pi. They can just soak that in and engage and open it up, something they weren't able to do until just right now.
Let's see. Alter Ego here still sticking with their 5 members in the Lord area. Nothing much going on though. Fluffy is the sole vision opener from the side of EVOS Legends. Top side, very neutral. I might say no waves are pushing towards any side. Let's see again the dance, the weight.
They gotta respect the damage from Udil though, because before Taz was taken down, Udil just secured that Divine Glaive. And so maybe they weren't aware of how much damage he was able to place, but they should know where he is now. Does Taz not want to go for a pick first before they go in straight 5v5 on the Lord?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's a good point that you're bringing up here, because you would expect usually Taz to be in the side lane, pushing, split pushing, giving Alter Ego a bit more questions to be answered here. Nino, doing a lot of damage.
Whoa! What? What the heck was that damage? One shot, one kill.
My goodness.
No, what was that?
The one shot coming in from Brands. He's finally hit that point of the game. Now Udil.
With the feather airstrike flickered towards the backside as well. Mid turret will fall. Fluffy though with the flanks does not really connect. Let's see here. Fluffy quite isolated now. Selly Boy will jump in. Fluffy with the passive survives.
What happened? What happened? It was a Lord Dance 5v5. Nino suddenly dies to the hands of Brands. And without Nino, clearly Alter Ego, they don't have enough of just gunpowder to be able to go for the Lord. EVOS get it. They get another turtle and a tower. And now it's just EVOS controlling. Seriously, whoa. Was that a one-shot? Like a pure... No, I need to see a replay.
Not a complete one-shot. There was
what
help
happened?
from the EVOS Legends members, but for just for Leslie alone, the way you can utilize that combo is you use that passive and then you click your first skill and then you use 2 empowered true damage shots, and that's what got Nino. He doesn't have the Twilight Armor. Instead, he built up the Wind of Nature and a Sea Halberd. See that Sea Halberd? Oh, he already has a Twilight Armor, so despite it all, yeah, no wonder. Okay,
no way.
He has a Twilight Armor. Did he
I mean,
just sell that earlier?
if we're talking about Twilight, it just capped on towards the first damage, right? Oh, take a look at the real-world population now. Forcing Ordeal to use the winner, even though Alter Ego still 2-member taken out. Now let's see the 5v3 defense and as well as offense as the base turret mid-side. Double kill from Bronze, and now this is looking like EVOS Legends striking first as one by one the members of Alter Ego will be taken out. The White Tigers finds their first game.
Yeah, the White Tigers, EVOS Legends. What an amazing